David here with Figboot on Pens, back again with another review. I appreciate it when companies are innovative and come out with new products. It is one of those new products I'm going to be sharing with you today. The company is Good Made Better, and I'll be showing you the product from their most current Kickstarter campaign, which is an accessory called the Writewell, which is a portable desk. What I'm going to do today is go over the parts and features of the Writewell, talk about what I care for and what I don't care for about this new accessory, and I'll talk some about the Kickstarter campaign details. On a side note, this project has already blown past its initial Kickstarter goal, so it's nice to see that there is some interest out there for this product already. To this point, Good Made Better has mainly produced desk pen holders here called the Penwell. I have a couple of them. I use them all the time. I have one on my desk at work. That one's called the Traveler. I keep this cement one on my desk at home. And then this is what the original model in metal looks like. They're really useful tools that look pretty cool. And like I said, I use them every single day. Good Made Better is a company run by a man by the name of Dan Keller. He is based out of the small town of Wallace, South Dakota, which is a really small town. It has a population of 94. When I first reviewed one of Dan's products a few years back, the population was 85. Dan and his wife have had a couple of kids, and so that contributed to the population spike. As someone who has lived in larger cities my entire life, I'm not sure if I would find living in a town that small to be incredibly peaceful or if I would get bored. I'm not certain which. I love visiting small towns though. I do find them interesting, and I think that they tend to have more of a sense of community than larger cities. When I was a teenager, I remember visiting a very small town in Illinois called Springerton, where my mother had some family. Now, compared to Wallace, Springerton was a bustling metropolis. The population there is 104. I recall walking around the town and passing the cemetery. There was a grave which had a bunch of barriers around it. I asked our relative what the deal was with that grave and was told that the gentleman who was buried there had recently passed away, and everyone in town hated him so much that they would drive their trucks up there and peel out on his grave. So that's someone who was really hated. Okay, that really had nothing to do with this product, but I like sharing stories like that. Now, the Writewell is way too large for me to use at camera 2, so let's do something a little bit different. Please join me over here at camera 3. So here is the Writewell. It is a portable desk with a number of customizable options. Now, this model here is close to being the most basic model. This portable desk has a minimalistic style. It's made from solid walnut and is 12 by 16 inches. There are some brass pegs here, which add a nice change of color. And then up here in the upper left-hand corner is stamped the company name. I think I have a few desk accessories made from walnut, and I just really think it looks nice. It's supported beneath by another solid piece of walnut. Now, naturally, solid wood will react to the temperature and the humidity of the environment. It's designed to minimize this element as much as possible, but over time, this desk might experience slight changes. That's just the nature of wood. On this surface, it is fairly even here, and I'm not seeing any rocking at all. But in order to combat this element, there are some felt pads that are included. So I really haven't felt the need to use any of those felt pads, but that can absorb any discrepancy. On the top here, there is a foam insert. This is essentially what is used in the Penwells I showed you earlier. This is a right-handed model, but you can also order them for lefties, where the Penwells are installed on the opposite side. That's nice. There aren't a lot of tools like this which can specifically cater to lefties. The Penwell does a really good job of accommodating pens of varying sizes. Here is a Mont Blanc Enzo Ferrari, which has a bit of a thicker cap, and that really works well in there. What you can do is you can unscrew the cap, you can use the pen, and then you can set the cap or set the pen back here in the cap and use it throughout your writing time. Or if you wanted to, you could screw it shut, but usually when I'm using them, I have them unscrewed. And then we have the Pilot Metro. This is a pen that is considerably thinner, and that one works perfectly well in here as well. It just sits in there just a little bit deeper. Now, this desk can be used on a tabletop or as a lap desk. I think how I will get the most use out of it is when I'm writing letters. If I want to sit on the couch watching TV, writing some letters, I really find this comfortable to use. It's large enough to provide a stable writing surface, but not so large as to become cumbersome. Okay, let's talk about options. Each of these has an associated price you could check out on the Kickstarter for exact details. The base model comes with a single pen well. A second one can be added as well. You can also get a little tray inserted right here, which is a nice size to hold pens, or there is another product being offered which is called the Curiously Heavy Book Weight, which fits in here nicely. The book weight has a nice curved base and non-slip strips which allow it to conform nicely and stay on the pages of your book or journal. Okay, then we have something called the Reader's Kit, which has a brass book rest and an acrylic page holder. Now, just because it'll be tough to get this all in the frame if I install these on here, I thought I'd just show you the pictures from the Kickstarter campaign. The two pieces fit easily into the holes into the back, and then you can insert a book into the slot. I've also found that it works really nicely with a tablet, like an iPad. For that, you don't need to slide it in between the brass and acrylic. You could just sit it right on the acrylic. I've used it like that several times. And then we have what I believe is the final option, which is this roll stop right here. This one here is walnut and matches nicely. It has some brass screws. But you can also get this in brass, which has a nice brushed finish and is uncoated. What that means is the brass will patina over time, which will just add to the character of your piece. Okay, in regard to the price, the standard right or left-handed models are $179. I will let you check out the campaign to see the pricing on all of the add-ons. For me, if I was ordering one, I'd choose to have the tray, but overall, the build quality of all of the Good Made Better products I've tested and used on a daily basis are top-notch. They're just quality, well-made items that are handcrafted by a talented artisan. Plus, they're just cool, which is always a good thing. Okay, thanks again. Go out to Dan at Good Made Better for sending this desk out for review. You can check out links to his website as well as the Kickstarter campaign below. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.